Thank you, sir. The Northside Eagles back in the Elite Eight. They've made it to the quarterfinals 14 out of the last 22 years. Tonight, they are taking on Sequoyah. Northside on the road past Atlanta, way past Atlanta. Cherokee County, baby. First offensive series for Northside. Jaden Daniels on the keeper, finds the crease, and then has open field, gets to the sideline, but he won't score. He gets taken down near the 35-yard line, but that's about a 40-yard gain, and he is feeling it, pumped up. Later on in the series is Daniels again. He is shifty. Got one there, got another one there. Got him. That's another first down, and they're inside the 10. Then, very next play, giving the rock to Zeke Hill. He powers his way up the middle, dives for the end zone. That's the touchdown. After the extra point, the Eagles are up 7-0. Next series for the Chiefs. Third down, Northside prevents the first right there. Jaron McWilliams wrapping up the quarterback for the sack, and they'd have to punt right there. And the Eagles, they would get on the board in a hurry after the punt. This time they're giving it to Daniel Neal. Takes it to the outside, using the stiff arm. Get off of me, looks back, no one in reach. A 70-plus yard touchdown rush. Play of the day nominee, go ahead and vote for it. The rest of the team meets him in the end zone. How about that? Northside would miss the extra point. They're up 13 though. Ensuing possession for the Chiefs. Yeah, they're gonna get nothing, nada. The Eagles defense wasn't fooled even after Thanksgiving leftovers, stuffing the running back after a loss. It's another 3 and out. Yeah, not in my house. Then in the Eagles offense, getting back to work, Jaden Daniels drops back, throws to Zeke Hill, and he's hungry. Follows the big boys up front, and the chains, oh yeah, they are moving. It's a first down. Second quarter now, it's the same drive, and it's Corey Munson from 42 yards out, and he's gonna drill it in the rain through the uprights. It is good. What a leg. They lead 16-3. Next possession for the Eagles. Jaden Daniels on the keeper. The man was running for some more apple pie, I tell you, weaving in and out. Another big first down. They are in business. Then Northside gonna hand the rock to Eric Smith. He will strut into the end zone for the score, and the Eagles are flying high. Zaxby's FFN scoreboard. Northside wins big, 30-6. They'll take on Decula as they beat Valdosta 56-21. And on the other side of the bracket, you have Coffee and Lanier. Lanier's moving on. Creekview losing to Lee County 42-20, guys.